Hi there. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a textile print effect in Photoshop. This effect is perfect for illustrating a visual or logo that we've created to showcase. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a like. It will motivate me to create and share other creations. We're going to open Photoshop and create a 2500p x 2500px work surface at 300 dpi with a black background. Then we'll import our artwork or logo. If you're curious about how to make the same kind of artwork as this one, a video is available on my channel to reproduce the same kind of visual. Once we've imported our image, we'll select it in our background layer and right-click to convert them into a smart object. We'll go to the Filter tab and then Filter Gallery. It's in this new panel that we'll create our effect. We'll start by adding a first effect called Texturizer. It must have the following parameters. Texture selects Canvas, which will give the beginnings of a fabric texture. Then raise the scaling to 200% to magnify the effect and set the relief to 3 to avoid over-intensifying the texture. To finish, choose Left for the Light option, which will orient the texture from bottom to top. We now have the beginnings of a texture, but we can refine the result to make it more realistic. To do this, we'll add a new effect layer by clicking on the little plus at the bottom right of our panel. On the layer below, we'll choose the Film Grain effect, which will add grain and a few defects to the rendering. You'll need the following values: grain at 1, highlight area at 0, and intensity at 2. We'll add another layer, this time with the glass option. This will distort our visual and create a realistic imperfection effect. To do this, you'll need to set distortion to 1, smoothness to 4, select the frosted texture and scaling to 95%. As you can see, this has distorted your visual a little. Finally, we'll select the first layer and duplicate it. Then select the top layer and change it to Sprayed Strokes with the following values: stroke length to 20, spray radius to 3, and stroke direction to vertical. This last layer allows you to distort the contours of your visual in the same direction as the texture, thus enhancing the realism of your effect. Once you've got the hang of it, all that's left to do is validate. If you don't want to redo the effect at home, you can download the free template I've created. All you have to do is find my link in the video description. We'll refine our effect by adding a brightness contrast effect layer to increase the intensity of our image. To really draw the eye to the center of our image, we'll add a shadow. To do this, in a new layer I'll configure a brush with a hardness option at minimum and a size that fits into my work plan. Then I'll simply click to apply Bond Brush only once. Now I'll do a Ctrl plus left click on the image of my layer, which will allow me to recover the contents of my layer as a selection. Then right-click on my work surface and select Inverse. Then, on a new layer, use the Paint Bucket tool to fill my selection in black. With Ctrl plus T, I'll resize and reposition my shading wherever I like. In its blend mode, I'll choose the Overlay option to make the shading less intense. I'll also reduce its Fill option to further reduce its intensity. From there, I can reconfigure my effects as I wish to get the look I want. This effect works just as well with a logo as with any other color background. Let's have a look. Thanks to the Smart Object layer, we can double-click on it, which will open a second layer where we find our visual without effect. Here we can add and modify our visual as we wish. For example, I'm going to undisplay my visual and add a white icon. All I have to do is save with Ctrl plus S, then return to my first work plan and see that the effect has been applied to my visual. Same procedure if I want to change the color. However, I'll need to review my brightness, contrast, effect settings and my shading layer. If you're interested in the visual you saw in the video, it's available from my Redbubble store. The link is in the description. And here's the final result. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be delighted to help you. If you liked this video, please subscribe and leave a like. It will motivate me to create more tutorials of my creations. See you on the channel.